Welcome to the club. We're all unique and chosen by God. If you're African, your superpower is your black skin. Be proud.
Now, let's get to the video.
Look closely at your phone. The songs you stream, the captions you scroll, the words people choose. Something is changing. Africa is starting to speak again in her own voice, and the world is listening. For a long time, African languages were pushed aside. In schools, you had to speak English, in business, French, in media, Portuguese. Our own tongue stayed at home. But today, something different is happening. Children in Kenya learn math in Kiswahili. Radio stations in Ghana open mornings in Twi. In South Africa, isiZulu headlines fill the news. Even on TikTok, people joke, argue, love, and teach in Yoruba, Wolof, Amharic, Hausa. Not translated, not softened. Original. Africa is no longer whispering. She's talking. Language is not just sound. It carries memory. It carries rhythm. It carries how a people see the world. When a child learns in their own language, they don't just memorize, they understand. When music uses local words, it doesn't just entertain, it connects. Every proverb, every slang word, every tone says, "We are still here." African languages are not old, they are alive. So ask yourself, if your ancestors built meaning with these words, why should they disappear now? What happens when Africa stops borrowing voices and starts trusting her own? Because what's rising next is not just language. It's influence. Listen to music today. Afrobeats travels the planet, but it doesn't travel alone. Burna Boy bends Yoruba into melody. Aya Nakamura mixes Bambara and French. Amapiano carries Zulu emotion into every bass line. People don't understand every word, but they feel it. On social media, captions switch between English and Lingala. Memes in Shona spread faster than translation. Poetry in Somali finds audiences in New York and Tokyo. African language is no longer local, it's global flavor. When the world dances to African words, Africa stops being explained and starts being experienced. Language becomes power. Not power over others, power to exist fully. It tells young Africans you don't have to sound foreign to matter. Your voice is already rich, your tongue already carries art. So what happens when culture travels without permission? What happens when Africa stops asking to be heard and simply speaks? The answer is already in your pocket. Open your app store. You'll see tools teaching Yoruba, games built in Swahili, AI translating Igbo, Wolof, Fulani. Diaspora kids in London learn their grandparents' speech. Creators subtitle in Amharic. Schools upload lessons in mother tongues. Technology didn't erase African language. It amplified it. How one video can revive a word forgotten for 50 years. One post can bring a proverb back to life. Every language saved is a future protected. Because when you lose language, you don't just lose sound. You lose direction. African languages don't slow progress. They guide it. They carry logic. They carry humor. They carry soul. Africa is not catching up. Africa is remembering. So when you speak, which voice are you choosing, the one you borrowed or the one that already lives inside you? Because the next generation of Africa won't just speak the world's language. The world will start learning theirs, and this rise has only begun.
Like, follow, and share this with every member of the club.